Being a student athlete is one of the hardest things that you can do. And I thought that if there was some way that I could help out every student athlete out there, then I probably should. So here are 5 tips to help you guys out. Social media is different today than it was even 5 years ago. Ever since NIL was instituted, social media has become a billboard for every single student athlete who decides to be on it. I've been able to use platforms like Twitter, now X, Instagram, YouTube, to build Barn Burner Sports, first of all, and gain opportunities from the NIL side that I otherwise wouldn't have been able to get. So go and get an NIL deal. Go start your own business. Take advantage of it. But the key to social media as a high-profile figure, which every student athlete is in today's day and age, is to use it more as a business tool. You can't use it like a normal person does. You can't use vulgar language. You can't go on tirades. You can't be a troll 24/7 on social media anymore. Not only does your activity on social media reflect on who you are as a person, but it reflects on your team. And the last thing that you want to do is bring negative attention to your team and to your program because you decided to do something stupid. Walking into a new program, whether it be high school or college, it'll always be intimidating. There will always be a sense of uncertainty because it's an unfamiliar situation. One of the best ways to get past this uncertainty is to look for veterans in the program who are willing to take you under their wing. It's well known that the first year on campus as a student athlete, again, whether you're in high school or college, that first year can be the toughest. You're away from home for the first time if you're in college. You tend to not know a whole lot of people. And when you're a freshman, frankly, you're at the bottom of the totem pole. When I was a freshman, my freshman year in college, I was lucky enough that I had a couple upperclassmen that were willing to take me under their wing. They gave me a sense of structure, and most importantly, they were guys who I could go to on the team if I ever needed anything. So when you're in that position, don't be afraid to ask these guys questions. These vets know what to do as student athletes. They know the right way to do things, and most importantly, they know the things not to do. So as I went through my college career, I always made it a point to go up to these younger guys and let them know that I was there for them whenever they needed anything. Why? Because I know that it was hard for me to get through that first season. So don't be afraid to pick these guys' brains. Now this next tip is more specific to the college level, but when you're a student athlete, you didn't get to wherever you got to without working hard at some point. But when you get to your respective school, the bare minimum expectation is that you work hard. So that's where everybody starts. But what's going to set you apart from everybody else is the extra work that you do. Are you staying after the lift and getting extra exercises or stretching in? Are you going into the training room and maintaining your health? Are you staying on the field or the court after practice and getting some extra work in? You know, these are the moments that are going to make the difference in the long run. And by doing that extra work, it's going to set you apart, and it's going to reduce the likelihood that you have any regrets going forward. This next tip is extremely underrated. Making goals is a skill. Where people go wrong a lot of the times when they're making goals, they only think about the long term. And when you only think about the long term, it is really easy to get off track and really easy to get lost. When you're making a goal, you have to be specific, it has to be measurable, and it has to have a timeline. You can't just say, I'm going to get stronger this offseason. You have to say, I'm going to bench 405 pounds by next season. Now, that's a specific weight. There is a measurement that you can use, and you gave yourself a timeline to achieve that goal. Being able to physically write down a goal that is specific, measurable, and has a timeline, and put it somewhere where you can see it every day, is a great way to stay on track, and it's a great way to stay motivated. Now, this tip might be the most important one. Life will be so much easier if you don't fight the culture and the philosophies of the program that you committed to. The ultra talented athlete who never made it big time is a proverb at this point. Now, there are a myriad of different things and variables that go into that equation, but every single time that I have seen a guy with all the talent in the world not be as successful as they could, it's because they never bought in. One of the easiest ways to buy into a program is to embed yourself into the culture of the place that you're at. Make the values of the program your values. Make the goals of the program your goals. Doing the little things right, giving great effort every day, all the things that people don't think of as mattering a whole lot, those become integral to what you do every day. One of the greatest things that my parents did when I was growing up is they made it a point for me and my little brother to learn from their mistakes so that we don't make the same ones. And I wanted to do the same thing for you guys in this video. So I just want to thank you guys for watching. If you guys have any other questions, don't be afraid to hit us up in the comments. Until then.